Alright, I just thought I'd do a video unboxing the new EONON head unit that I've got. I think it's called EONON or EONON. I've already got one in the car. I've got a 7-inch one in the car already, but I wanted to upgrade to the bigger screen. So this is a new 10-inch version. This version is the UA12S. It's a 10-inch version. It's got Android 13 from factory. I think the older ones came out with Android 12 and then you can upgrade them to 13. This one's already upgraded. And it's the newer unit with the, it's got 6 gig of RAM and 64 gig built-in hard drive. So you can store a bit of stuff on there. So we'll open it up and have a look what's in the box. I've got my trusty razor blade. So let's have a go. Oh, it's not cutting through there. Oh, that's why. Now I've had a few of these EONON stereos before. They're packaged really well and pretty good quality for the price. Alright, so we've got our instruction manual, all coloured instructions. So this screen is a, it's a floating screen. I don't know what that is. Another booklet. That one's not colour. I'm assuming it's just, so you get the two booklets, and this will be the main wiring loom. So that's the wiring harness for it. Now with this, I'm hoping, because I've already got an EONON in there, I'm hoping it's going to be a pretty easy swap over. But we'll get this open and have a look what comes in it. So it's all in a nice soft Ziploc bag. With the price you pay for these, this is sort of their flagship model, and this costs $389, I think it was. Yeah, and you can't get any name brand stuff in the shops for that price. Any decent model anyway. You can get the cheaper ones, but and even still, the features on this outweigh anything sort of name brand. Alright, so we'll just empty it out. That's everything. So you just got your main ISO harness. So that just goes into the back of the radio, and your normal standard ISO harness for any aftermarket harness. You got outputs for amplifier for rear channels and a TX plug or RX. I think that's for more CAN bus options, depending on what car you're running. But I will be needing this because I'm running an amp in the back, so I need that one plugged in. You get another harness here. This one's got a, so this stereo has a, it can take a SIM card, so you can have a SIM card in there on 4G. So it has a 4G reception. So if you get a 4G SIM card, you can have the SIM card in there permanently, so it's always on an internet connection, which is pretty handy. I'll probably just still use the hotspot off my phone, but cool feature to have. It is an option down the track. And also on this same loom, you get the plug for your microphone, some more audio, oh no, that's audio inputs and audio outputs. So the front channels are here as well, the front output channels, front left and right. So they'll be going to the sub as well. And one of these should be a reverse camera input. No, not those. No, that's for the microphone, that little jack there. So the reverse camera input must be on the other harness, which is this one. And yep, there it is there. So that's for the backup camera. So we will need this because we're running a aftermarket reverse cam. Got the microphone here. This is what I'm hoping I won't have to change because I've put the one in my car all nice and neat. So hopefully we can just plug the old one in and it'll work. Hopefully the jack's the same. It looks about right, but we'll see when we get it out. And you've also got your two USB extensions here. So these plug into the back of the stereo, just on this little plug here. And that's your two USBs. So on my fascia in my car, it has two USB ports. So these sockets will feed those ports. So it'll all be sort of integrated into the ICC, which is handy. And a third one, so this has three USBs, which is way more than enough. But yeah, third one if you want it. GPS satellite antenna. Got one in the car already, so I will use the one that's already in there. It's just a generic GPS antenna. This is the aerial for the 4G. So you put your SIM card in there. Obviously you've got to get reception somehow. So this is the antenna for that. So it's your mobile, I guess, 4G antenna. And that just screws onto the back, same as the satellite antenna. Just a like a coax plug, a little mini one. And last but not least, you've got your they've included two 4G antennas. I think that might be a mistake on their behalf, but yep, 4G antenna. 4G antenna. Oh, well, cool. Got two of those. And you just get a spare fuse and SIM card holder for your micro SIM. So this just makes your micro, because most SIMs you buy now are micro SIMs. Just an adapter to fit into the holder. So that's handy. And a little pack of, I think it's screws. Yeah, just a little pack of screws. So that's all that's in the box. Very cool. Let's have a look at the unit itself. Alright, now, the unit itself, like I said, it is a floating screen, so it sits out a bit far from the chassis itself. A lot of the newer cars have like the floating screens now from factory, so yeah. Good size screen. It's nice and heavy, feels good quality. Move all this out of the way. So the screen is attached by a little harness, I'll show you that. So that's it there. You just take out the two little screws and unplug this little plug for your installation, and then when you've got the chassis in the car, you can then plug that back in, put the cover on, and attach the screen to the actual unit. But we'll get it unwrapped and have a look. Alright. Oh, you get plenty of cable. Man, the screen feels really good quality. Doesn't feel cheap. Now the screen feels really good quality. It's nice and heavy. It's not cheap feeling at all. Hanging to see what it's like. Just turn the back of it around. I don't want to damage it. So, nice and gentle. Here's the chassis. So it's a shallow chassis. Obviously there's no CD mechanism, so it's only a short chassis. It's not the big deep ones that you get, which is handy for my car, because you need a shallow chassis because there's a big factory plug at the back of the stereo area. And if you don't have a shallow stereo, you can have issues getting it in there. You have to cut the back of the around that plug, and yeah, it just can cause a few headaches. So shallow unit just makes it easy. So that's the back of the unit, pretty straightforward. You just got your aerial plug there, 4G, oh, so there are two 4G antennas there. I'm not sure what the go is with that, I'll have to look that up. But yeah, your GPS one, it says 4G plus and then 4G negative, so whatever the hell that is, but we'll plug them both in. And Bluetooth, it's got a HDMI out, so if you want to run rear monitors in, like your headrests for kids in the back, or if you've got a roof mounted screen for kids, HDMI out will feed those directly, so that's awesome. Just your main plug there, and these little white ones are where all these little plugs go in. And that's pretty much it. Now the screen itself is actually surprisingly pretty good. It feels like really good quality. I was expecting it to be like a light and cheap plasticky feeling thing, but this feels really nice. Sort of like a tablet. So yeah, hanging to get it in the car and check it out.